It's 20 calories for a teaspoon. No, they're 2 points. Wait, 2 points for 2? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing an Aldi grocery haul with you guys. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And let's jump right into this Aldi haul today. Adam and I just ran to the store. We actually were in and out in about 30 minutes, which is a little quick for us. Sometimes we like to take our time with scanning things, but for Aldi, I feel like that was actually a little bit slower than normal, especially because it wasn't too busy. But we did get some stuff that we needed and some new things that we're gonna be trying out today that I'm excited for. And I'm just gonna run through and give you guys the points on WeightWatchers and also pop up the nutrition labels on the screen as well for calories and macros and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and start with produce though, which is all pretty much 0 point items. So for the produce that we got today, a lot of the same stuff that we usually do. I got some zucchini. Our zucchini plant only has one on it right now and it's not ready yet, so I needed to get some more. We haven't had the most success with it this year, so it's been kind of disappointing to have to buy more zucchini, but it's not a huge deal. And with the move and everything, I was happy we were even able to bring our garden with. But anyway, got some zucchini for 0 points for veggie mixes, which is also why I grabbed some bell peppers. So they just have the 3-pack at Aldi like this. So I just grabbed this because it's perfect for a veggie mix. Usually I use a 3-pack like this, a zucchini and an onion to make it. So that's why I needed some more peppers. We got some shredded lettuce for sandwiches, burgers, tacos, anything like that. I always mention it, but one thing that we like to do is make copycat meals at home that taste like fast food. And one of the ways that we make the meals at home taste like fast food is by using shredded lettuce, because it's so similar to like tacos from Taco Bell or like a McChicken or just like different things that we order from restaurants. A lot of the time they just use this plain shredded lettuce, and having it at home, it honestly tastes kind of the same. So it sounds kind of ridiculous that it's just the shredded lettuce that makes that much of a difference, but to me it helps to satisfy that craving for specific fast food items. So we use it for that, for sandwiches, wraps, everything. But I also got some spinach to use for eggs and just different recipes. Sometimes I'll toss it in pasta, or I also really like spinach on pizza, so I might just use that for this. But whenever I buy a bag of spinach like this, I have to use it for a bunch of different recipes right away so that it doesn't go bad. So I'm gonna be finding a few different recipes to use this for. The Honeycrisp apples looked so good. I only got 5 of them, but they are giant. So I just have one of these every single night after dinner. I have a Honeycrisp apple for 0 points. It helps to satisfy my sweet tooth right away. I'll still have a dessert after, but it just helps to like get a little more fiber, make me a little bit more full before I have something else sweet. And I honestly just love them. I look forward to them every day. I feel so weird if I go a day without eating them. Even if we go out to a restaurant or if we go to someone else's house for dinner or something, I still come home and have a Honeycrisp apple every single time. So we're even gonna be going on vacation, and I need to make sure that we're gonna get some Honeycrisp apples for where we're staying, because I just like that routine, and I feel like it even just helps with like digestion and everything. So that's a priority for me every single day. Then we got some bananas for creamies and protein shakes, and Adam to bring to work just as a snack throughout the day. He also likes to cut them up and put them on like pancakes or waffles or toast sometimes with like peanut butter. So we just go through bananas so quickly. Then I got some red grapes, which I like to have as a side with my breakfast or lunch usually. And again, it's just a 0 point food that helps to satisfy my sweet tooth right after I finish a meal, because I always crave something sweet right away. And grapes have been so good, especially red grapes. They're so sweet, and they just really do actually satisfy that sweet tooth. So I always make sure to have some of those on hand. I've got a few left in the fridge, and then I'm gonna use the new pack that I got today. Adam's back on his oranges kick, so he got some oranges for work. He just likes to take these to work to have them as a 0 point snack. I've never been big on eating oranges, so I don't usually have them, but it is a good 0 point option and he loves them. That's just something that he picks up every time now. Then I got some cucumbers for different bowls and recipes that we have. We've got some sushi stuff for sushi bowls in the fridge, and I don't have any cucumbers left, so that'll be perfect for that. Then, of course, some blueberries, which I get every time for yogurt bowls. Although lately, I have been loving frozen strawberries in my yogurt bowls, so I actually remembered to buy a bag of frozen strawberries. It's 0 points on WeightWatchers because all it is just whole strawberries and they freeze them. But for some reason, when you thaw them, and usually I'll just let them sit on the counter and thaw, or if that's not fast enough, I'll pop them in the microwave, and they get so sweet and juicy. They almost remind me of like the strawberries that go on ice cream sundaes. So when I put it with my ice cream and then a little bit of like peanut butter granola, it's It's like a PB&J in a bowl. It is so good. And honestly, my mouth is just like watering thinking about it. I don't know what I've been doing not having these strawberries, and they are good in the yogurt when you leave them frozen, but it kind of makes it a little bit thicker. I actually prefer when they're thawed and they're kind of like mushy, but like so juicy, so good. I'm already planning to have that for dessert tonight. So that has been really good lately, and it's nice that it's 0 points. It honestly does not feel like it when I'm eating it because it's so sweet. Then we just needed some tomato paste for different recipes. I like to add some chicken broth or water to it usually to make it into like a pasta sauce or a pizza sauce. Adam was happy because they had his atomic pickles. These are spicy, although I feel like last time he got them they weren't that spicy, but maybe that was a different brand. These are just like the Aldi brand. So these are 0 points on WeightWatchers. He likes to use them for like burgers or if we do like a snack plate or wraps or sandwiches. Then I just got some eggs for breakfast. Usually they're 0 points on WeightWatchers, and most of the time I like to do like scrambled eggs with things, or I'll do them over hard on like a sandwich. Or sometimes I just need them for other recipes if I'm gonna be making like fried rice or something. Adam got some coffee. So this is just the regular cold brew that he gets every time. It's 0 points. This is the unsweet black, and usually he just likes to add some skinny syrups to it. Sometimes he'll add like a protein shake or like a creamer if we have one, but he'll just usually like flavor it or sweeten it. Okay, we got some meats today. So I did get some bacon. We needed some bacon just to have on hand, again, to throw into breakfast quickly or lunches if I make like a sandwich or a wrap that bacon can go in, or even a bowl. I honestly use bacon for bowls a lot, but it's 2 points for 2 slices, 50 calories, 4 grams of fat, and it's got 5 grams of protein in 2 slices. So I usually just make the whole pack ahead of time and keep it in the fridge so it's ready to heat up and use for different recipes. Then I got some lean ground chicken, and this is 4 points on WeightWatchers for the serving of 4 ounces. It has 150 calories, 8 grams of fat, and 20 grams of protein in that serving. I got 2 pounds of it because I'll probably do a big batch of either like meatballs or taco meat or chicken burgers. I haven't decided yet. I usually just decide last minute depending on what we have the taste for. But like I said, this one isn't 0 points. It is 4 points. Not a huge deal. It's just because it's not chicken breast only. And so usually I just track it and have it, but it's a really good option that's high in protein. Then I also got some lean ground beef this time. I was looking for the 96, but they didn't have any. So this is the 93% lean, which is 4 points as well for 4 ounces. It's 170 calories for that serving, 8 grams of fat, and 23 grams of protein. And this I was probably gonna make some smash burgers with. So I'll probably cook up some onions and then season the meat, make some smash burger patties that honestly might be smaller than 4 ounces each. I might even do like 2 or 3 ounce patties. So that would make it fewer points on WeightWatchers. But for the 4 ounce serving, it is 4 points on WeightWatchers. Then I got some imitation crab because I still have mushrooms in there that I need to use. I ended up using my other imitation crab for a different recipe, so I needed to buy more today. So this is just flake style imitation crab. It is 3 points for the serving of a half cup and 90 calories. It's got 17 carbs, 3 grams of sugar, and 5 grams of protein in that serving. Okay, we were out of jasmine rice. We've actually had some brown jasmine rice from Trader Joe's we've been finishing up, but we needed some plain regular jasmine rice. So this is just the Aldi brand. This is the bigger bag they had, and it is 5 points for the serving of a 1/4 cup dry. A 1/4 cup dry usually makes 3/4 cup cooked, which I like to just make a big batch and then just weigh it out individually, but it just depends on how you like to cook it. If you just cook 1/4 dry at a time, then that would just be your serving for 5 points. That serving is 160 calories, 36 carbs, and 3 grams of protein, and usually I just use my rice cooker, or Trevor will make it for the week a lot of the times because he uses it a lot too. Usually we'll get like 4 to 5 little black takeout containers filled with rice, and then we can just use them to add to like bowls and stuff throughout the week. So it's really nice to have it prepped. It usually is gone in like 4 to 5 days. We usually go through it pretty quickly, but it's just nice to have it ahead of time and ready. Oh, some other meats that we got. So Adam needed some lunch meat for work, so he got some Crocus ham, which I actually really like to use this for breakfast. It's really good for like sandwiches and wraps. It's 1 point for the serving, 50 calories, a gram of fat, and 11 grams of protein. And you can actually have 1 slice for 0 points, so sometimes I'll even just toss like 1 slice in a bowl if I'm making a breakfast or something, and then maybe I'll throw like a chicken sausage or something too to just give extra flavor. Then he also got this buffalo style chicken breast. This one is 60 calories for the serving of 2 slices, 1.5 grams of fat, and 11 grams of protein, and it has 1 carb. And this one's actually 0 points for the serving on WeightWatchers. Then Adam spotted these. They had like a little charcuterie area with a bunch of different snacks, and they had these 0 sugar snack bites and their turkey sausage. So we just thought this would be good for days that we do snack plates when we've got like cucumbers and fruit like grapes or something. Sometimes we'll do like tuna and cheese and then have some of these snack bites on it, maybe some nuts or something. So we really like to do snack plates. It's a good way to get a lot of 0-point foods in, and this is just one way that we could add a little snack to it. So it's 70 calories for an ounce and 4.5 grams of fat, and it's got 7 grams of protein for that serving, and it's 2 points for that on WeightWatchers. Then I got some cottage cheese for some more recipes. We've been having a lot of fun experimenting with it and trying it in a bunch of different things. So this is just 1% milk fat, and it is low-fat cottage cheese, small curd. I scanned it and it's 2 points for the serving of a half cup and 80 calories. It's got 1 gram of fat, 5 carbs, 5 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of protein. We're gonna use this. It's been nice to just have it whipped up in a container to just add to things and keep trying it. But I still am on the lookout for like a lower sodium version. They just didn't have it at Aldi today, so I still wanted to get that one, but I do want to find the low sodium as well. Then we needed some cheese. So this is just their reduced fat Mexican style cheese. This one's a point higher than the one from Trader Joe's. It's 4 points for the serving of a 1/4 cup, but I don't always use the full serving, and even if I do, 4 points isn't bad for that amount. But it's 90 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2 carbs, and 7 grams of protein for that serving. A lot of times I like to use this cheese on eggs, pizza, pasta, quesadillas, anything you really need shredded cheese for. It's just a good option. They usually have 2 different reduced fat ones. So today they had Mexican style and cheddar, and I just went with the Mexican style. It's nice to have that on hand for a bunch of different recipes. And again, even to just use like a half serving at a time, it adds some nice cheesiness to meals and it melts well. Then I needed some Greek yogurt. So these are 2 points for the container, and it comes with 4 of them. They're 80 calories for one, 2 grams of fat, 4 carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of protein. And this is just the vanilla Greek yogurt, the low fat one. They also have a protein version, but I personally don't like it as much. I feel like it has a really weird aftertaste to it versus this one being only 2 grams of protein less, I think, than the like higher protein one, and it tastes much better in my opinion. So I always get this one. I'm gonna make these with some frozen strawberries and some blueberries, and I'm so excited to have it. Like I said, it's been something I look forward to every night because it's just so good. So that is something, and even during the day I'll have it sometimes too. Like if I'm planning on having a creamy at night or something and I know I still want to get a yogurt bowl in, I'll have it for lunch or like just a midday snack. But anyway, I needed some Parmesan cheese, so this is just grated Parmesan and Romano cheese. It's 20 calories for 2 teaspoons. It's got 1.5 grams of fat and 2 grams of protein. And that serving's 1 point on WeightWatchers. So I like to use this mostly for pasta or like veggies. Sometimes it's really good on like roasted potatoes or like asparagus, broccoli, anything like that. So got some Parmesan for different recipes. I got some of these tortillas that we were out of. These are the El Milagro corn tortillas. It's 3 points for 2 of them, 1 point if you just have 1, and if you have 3 of them, it's 4 points. So a lot of the time when I have tacos, I'll do 3 for 4 points. But for the serving of 2 of them, it's 100 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 21 carbs. It's got 2 grams of fiber and 3 grams of protein. I do really like to use these for tacos. Even like breakfast tacos, they're a really good option. Or I make them into quesadillas a lot of the time, but these have just been a favorite of ours lately. They're a nice cheaper option and they taste really good, especially if you cook them up like on the stove, or I've been using my griddle because it's nice and can fit like 6 of them at a time, so it's super easy to just cook all of ours at once. Then I needed some plain peanuts. I don't ever use like the serving or anything, but I like to use like 1 to 2 points on apple nachos. I always feel like it makes it taste like a taffy apple or like caramel apple. So it's 160 calories for the serving of an ounce, 14 grams of fat, 6 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 7 grams of protein. And that serving's 5 points on WeightWatchers, so it is a nice protein option to have as like a snack, and if you want something salty, 5 points isn't bad for this, but like I said, I'll usually just chop up a point or 2 and sprinkle them on top of my apple nachos. So that's why I got more of these. I made apple nachos the other night and the peanuts I used on them were not the best, and so I needed to get some new fresh ones. Adam grabbed some rice cakes, so these are the caramel corn rice cakes that they have. They are 2 points for 1 of them and 50 calories on WeightWatchers. It's got 11 carbs, 3 grams of sugar, and a lot of the time he likes to have them as like a sweet dessert with some peanut butter or like nuts and more. Usually he'll do like a higher protein peanut butter and then add bananas or something, or he just likes to have these as just like a crunchy sweet snack. So I'm not a huge fan of the caramel. I've never been, honestly, but Adam really likes these and they're one of his go-to. Even this on the back, it honestly looks good with like the apple slices, but I'm just not a huge fan of these specifically. Anyway, those are for Adam. They're only 2 points for one of them and a nice option for him to have on hand. Then we needed some more bread. So this is the Knock Your Sprouts Off bread, and we just got the reduced sodium today. It's 2 points for one slice, but if you have 2 slices, it's 3 points. So it works well for like breakfast sandwiches or even just like lunch meat sandwiches or open-faced tuna melts. It's 70 calories for one slice, 16 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. If you have 2 slices, it helps you to get a little more protein and fiber in, and I just honestly always like this bread specifically. I feel like it has good flavor and texture and everything. It's not too dry or anything. I do like to toast it up sometimes if I'm making it as a sandwich or even just like toast with eggs, but this has just become one of our favorite breads to grab. They have a similar one at Trader Joe's, but this is just the one from Aldi. Okay, then my all-time favorite product from Aldi, these gluten-free sweet chili crisps. We actually got 3 bags of them. I already put 2 of them away. They are my favorite, and every time we go there, we stock up on them. Last time we went, they only had a couple bags, but anyway. They are 140 calories for the serving of 12 crisps, which they're kind of like these long chips, so I feel like it's actually a good serving. It's 4 points for that on WeightWatchers, and they are just so flavorful. So for that serving, like I said, 140 calories, 7 grams of fat. It's got 16 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. And these are like brown rice crisps, so they're kind of like tortilla chips, but I just honestly eat them plain and they're so good. They're gluten-free, so if you need a gluten-free option, I highly, highly recommend these. If you live near me, I don't recommend them because I don't want them to sell out. So the last time we went, they were not there and I was so upset, but these are my favorite. We always stock up on them and I recommend them. They're only 4 points. One of my favorite salty snacks. Then I found a new hummus today, which I'm excited about, although I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use it for, like how to use it, if I'm gonna use it in a recipe or just kind of as like a snack, but it is hummus teriyaki. So I've never seen that before. It's got 70 calories for the serving of 2 tablespoons and 2 points on WeightWatchers. It's 2.5 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 4 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. So I feel like this will be interesting, and I feel like it could actually work in some different like bowls or recipes, but we'll have to see. Maybe even with noodles it could work as kind of like a sauce, but I'm not sure, so we'll try that out. Then the last thing that we got are these cocoa glazed donut almonds. They're 6 points for the serving, which is usually normal for any type of like sweetened almonds or something. It's 3 tablespoons for 160 calories, 11 grams of fat, 12 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 9 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. And Adam's been waiting over by my side to try these, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, these smell really good. They kind of smell like Cocoa Pebbles. I'm excited to try them though. They had like a snickerdoodle one too, but these sounded more interesting.
They do smell really good.
Right? Cheers.
Cheers.
Those are amazing.
How do those taste just like a donut?
Right? Like when I first just opened these up and pulled them out, I was like, they're gonna taste like every other cocoa dusted almond we've ever had. Way sweeter. They taste like a donut.
Yeah.
They have like glaze on them.
Yeah.
But they're only 6 points for the serving, so it's like normal almonds. These are extremely dangerous. These are very good. So that's what they look like, but just Aldi. Those are so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep
Those are really good. Pleasantly surprised.
I would give these a 5.
Yeah, I would too. 100%.
Like if I was craving a donut, this satisfies it. It tastes like a donut.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. Okay, so I would say successful Aldi haul today.
Yes.
Got everything that we needed and some new stuff we're gonna be trying. Again, I was so happy my chips were there. That was the one thing I was gonna run in and check.
Right.
Haven't had them in a while, so I'm excited about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Woo. My mouth is watering like crazy right now from those almonds.
Same.
Very good. I recommend those as well if you guys see them at your Aldi. But thank you guys for watching and we'll see you next time.
Bye.